Welcome to the fifth part of this tutorial series where we're creating a zombie shooter in JavaScript. And in this video, we're going to be adding the shooting of bullets to our game. So we're going to have 3 bullets that we're going to shoot out of the shotgun. So let's get started. So to get started, we're going to go to the top of our script and we're going to add some new game objects. The first 4 we're going to add is let bullet 1, let bullet 2, let bullet 3, and the final one is going to be crosshair. So let crosshair. Okay, so next we're going to go into our array and we're going to create an array of bullets. So we're going to call this let bullets. And we're going to assign it to an empty array. And after that, we're going to scroll down after our movement variables and we're going to call this bullet variables. Bullet variables. And the first one is going to be let bullet angle because we want our bullets to have a specific angle that they face towards. Let bullet speed, and we're going to set the speed of our bullet to 20. We're going to have let can shoot because we only want our player to be able to shoot like every couple of seconds. We can't spam the shoot button. And we're going to have let shoot animation over because we're going to have a shoot animation, and then we're going to say let bullet active. Okay, cool. So those are all our bullet sprites that we're going to need and bullet variables. So now we can scroll down to start game, and that's where we're going to add the bullet sprite. So we're going to say, okay, hold on. We're going to say bullet 1 equals to new component, and we're gonna set its size to 10 by 2, and then we're gonna use the image, images / bullet dot png, and then we're gonna use for x and y, we're gonna set it to -10 and -2. So they're not gonna actually be on the screen, like we're gonna have them, but we don't want them showing up on the screen. And then we're just going to say image because that's what it is, and semicolon. Then we can go ahead and copy this because we're going to use the same principle for the other 2 bullets, simply changing it to bullet 2 and bullet 3. And then for our crosshair, we can go ahead and do this as well, but the only difference is we're going to change the name to crosshair and change the basically everything. So anyway, we're going to say crosshair, and we're going to set this to 40 by 40 by 40, and then say images / crosshair. Okay, and then we're gonna set its position to the middle of the screen, so we're gonna say 640 by 360, and of course it's an image. So now we're done with that. The only thing we need to do now for our thing is use our array, so bullets, and we're gonna set that to bullet 1, bullet 2, and bullet 3. So now we have our array with 3 bullets. Now what we need to do is scroll down, and when we're shooting the bullets, we want our grass to move with the bullet, or not the grass, we want our bullets to move with the grass, so that like if we shoot, we want it to like be relative to the ground as well. So right over move bullet, we can say move other game objects, and then we just say when moving player, and we're not just gonna move the bullet, but actually I think it would be, let me do this and say it after we move the player because that'll just look a little better. And let's just shift tab this and put this here. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna say bullet 1 dot x minus equals to movement speed times math dot cost, and then we're gonna set it to bullet angle. And basically we're doing the same thing we did with our player, which is deciding its direction and then just moving it accordingly. So bullet y, and then set this to sin. Now, copy this, put some space in between, and change this to 2 and 3. And then we're gonna copy this. Oh wow, I completely forgot the semicolons. I don't. It'll probably run without the semicolons, but just to be on the safe side. Tab. I mean, we are using use straight, but I don't think it complains much. Anyways, now we're gonna change this to plus. So everywhere we have minus, we're gonna use plus, 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 and plus. Okay, so now we have all our bullet stuff. We gotta go now to update game area, and right above, yeah, here on mouse move, we also want to set our crosshair position. So when we move the mouse, we want to change where our crosshair is. So we're going to say crosshair dot x equal to e dot client x minus rect dot left minus 20. So let me explain what I just did here. The first thing is we're just first getting the x position of our mouse on the screen with e.clientx, and then we have to say minus rect.left so that it actually stays in the screen of our window or our canvas. And then we're just using minus 20 because our crosshair is 40, so we're just halving that and minusing it here. Alright, cool. So let me copy that, do the same here, but instead we're going to use y and use client y, and of course here we're not using left, we're going to use top, and then here we're going to say minus 17, minus 20. Okay, so now we have to move the bullets, and to do that, let me just remove this console.log. That probably isn't on your screen. I was just using that to test something, but anyways, if bullet active, then we're going to say let bullet 1 turn equal to math random. So when we shoot our shotgun, we want the bullets to go into random directions, either to the left or the right. Just so that's how shotguns are. They have a little bit of randomness to them. So we're going to use math.random, and math.random generates a random number from 0 to 1. So we want to multiply that by 3. And then we're just going to say plus math.pi divided by 180. And now we can put a semicolon here, copy it, and our bullet 2 is gonna be 0. We don't want to turn for our bullet 2, but our bullet 3 is of course gonna have a turn, not a question. So bullet 3 changes to minus 1. So the only problem here, we're just gonna have to put another bracket here and another bracket here. Yep. So 0, 1. Yeah, exactly. So set that to minus 1 times 3. Okay, cool. So now we have the turn set up. Now we just gotta say bullet 1.x plus equals to bullet speed. So this is now once our bullet is on the screen and moving, we're just gonna move it. You know what I'm saying? So bullet speed times math.cos, and then just say bullet angle and say times bullet turn. Actually, we probably want to multiply that. We want to add it, so we're going to say add. Okay. So put a semicolon, copy that. I'm going to do the same, but for y. And of course, instead of this, we're just going to put sin. And we can go ahead and do 2, boom, boom, and turn this to 2, turn this to 3, and yeah, the only thing here we need to do is change this to 3, change this to 3. We don't have to do this because we're just adding by 0, but I'm just gonna keep the syntax or the way we have it set up. So now we're gonna say if bullet1 dot x is greater than 1 to 80. So if our bullets are off the screen, that's when we're going to be able to shoot again. If not, we should not be able to shoot again. And we can just set can shoot equals to true. And we can shoot bullets in any direction. And we're going to use bullet 1 as our indicator if we can shoot or not, because the bullets are going to be going at the same speed. So anyways, so if it's less than 0, okay, hold on. If it's less than 0, then can shoot equals to true. But you can just use else if, because we don't have to look at every single condition. If 1 hits, then we're done. So if bullet.y is less than 0, else if bullet.y is greater than 720, then can shoot equals to true. So now that's us reloading, and all we need to do here is say bullet1 dot update bullet2 dot update, and then bullet3 dot update. Okay, so now that's the majority of this done. Now all we need to do is, if I scroll down, we're going to create a brand new function called shoot. So we're just going to say function shoot, and we're going to give it an event and then declare it again up in the code. But anyway, we're going to say if event dot button equals to 0, that's the left mouse button. Then we're gonna say if, first we have to make sure we can shoot, so we say if can shoot and the game is not over, so and not game over. I'm pretty sure we have not declared game over yet, so we haven't declared it, so let me just go here and declare it. We can probably declare it right here. We're gonna call this gameplay variables, and then just call this let game over. And we also want to add the window dot add event listener, and we're going to say mouse down and then use the name shoot. Then we can scroll back down. That should fix that problem. Let me just save. But that wasn't even the problem Visual Code was talking about. This is not necessarily the smartest IDE. But anyways, we can go ahead and say shoot animation over equals to false. Bullet active equals to true. Then we're going to say bullet 1 dot x equals to 640. Bullet 1 dot y equals to 360, and then bullet 1 dot angle equals to player angle. So we're just gonna repeat that for the other two bullet types. I'm just gonna put a space here and set this to 2. Set this to 3, and the last thing we're going to do is set bullet angle to equal to player dot angle, and then set can shoot to equal to false. So after we shoot, we want to set to false. And then we have to just scroll back up here and change our crosshair name to 097 because that's the crosshair we have here. And then we're gonna just set its, I just forgot the comma here. And we also, this gameplay variable right here, we have to declare it to true. To false. And save that. And the final things we want to do is just right here, I just made a mistake, so let's change this to multiply and multiply. And we also need to update the crosshair, so let's just say crosshair dot update and save that. And now let's go, okay, now let's go here. And yeah, we can see there's a bit of offness with our crosshair, so let's change, yeah, I should have changed it to, yeah, let me change this to 17, save. Okay, cool. And then we can probably change the X to like 17 as well. Okay, no, 24. Yeah, I like this better. And when we start the game, we want can shoot. We want that to equal to true. Let me just save that. And the final thing we need to do is just right here where we set up our bullets. I missed out the commas, so you might have not, and that could have fixed whatever problem you may have. Hold on. Alright, cool. Let me just, yep, I was just doing some debugging because it wasn't working on my side, but let's click retry and boom. Alright, cool. Now we got the bullets shooting. That's perfect. Alright, cool. So thank you very much for watching this video. That's it. Please smash that like button if you enjoyed the video. Turn on subscribe and turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next video. We'll be adding enemy movement. So